I was very excited to play Flatout 2 for the first time, and I thought I would have enjoyed the game, but though it's fun at the beginning, the game starts to grow stale very quickly. The novelty wore off so fast that only after a few days of playing the game, I just got completely bored and haven't touched the game since. In this video, I will tell you why Flatout 2 2024 is not a good game. The game is not all out bad, but it's got some major issues that make me not want to continue, and issues that could have easily been fixed. Also, the game feels like it's missing a lot of things that it should have had, and I thought the game had been DRM'd, but it appears it hasn't. From what I could find, it looks like the game has always been like this, and based on the time that the game was made, I was disappointed that the game was made like this. To be honest, since it's an old game, I was feeling nostalgic and had some expectations that were never met. The first thing I want to talk about is the introduction. The game doesn't really do much to hype you up, and the soundtrack is not really that good, and the game just doesn't feel inspired. I tried not to have any expectations when I first played the game, but the game just feels flat. It feels like the game has no soul. There is no deep voiced announcer to greet you into the game or tell you what the game is about. And because of the time the game was made, most games back then had that, a person who tells you what the game is about as an intro. But I feel like the game assumes that you've played this game before and that you are here because you are just buying the game to play it again. I'm glad that the game is still purchasable, but it's just not what I thought it would be. Maybe you had more fun with the game than I did. The next thing I want to talk about is the story. There isn't one, and that's what caught me off guard. I was expecting to play a story. The game has characters in it that are not voiced or anything. The game has no cutscenes, so the story is lacking. And this game comes from an era of where most car games had some form of a story, and it really hits me the wrong way when there is no substance to it. It seems that you just race until the end, trying to unlock cars. The game doesn't really give you an incentive to play it. I wonder if the game was always like this, because if the game got hit by DRM, it would make so much sense why the game is like this. But then at the same time, not everyone is asking for an award-winning level story. Some people just want to get in the car and drive, or choose their car and drive. So maybe that is who the game is catering for, and if so, then that's just the way it is. The next thing I want to talk about is the gameplay, and the first thing I want to say about this is rubber banding. The game does this unfair thing of where the AI drivers always catch up no matter what, and when they often overtake you, if you don't have the boost, then there's almost no chance of catching up. And also, the way you gain boost in this game is very flawed, because it's either you have to hit the other AI drivers or you have to take ramps. But the biggest issue with how you get boost is that the game only registers damage when you get a head-on collision. So as long as the front of your car hits any part of an AI driver's car, then you get a good amount of boost. But if you sideswipe, pit maneuver, or bump them into a wall or cause them to have a big crash, then you barely get any boost. And when you barely get any boost, the rubber banding becomes really bad, and then you can no longer catch up. The amount of times that I had to do the same race more than 5 times because I had to restart was crazy, and it really infuriated me. The game still has a pretty solid community. You can actually play this game online, and I managed to find online matches, but the same problems that exist in the game exist online, where the balancing of the cars is really not the best. So the game becomes less fun because the game is not really being fair. The people who start the closest to first place all disappear into a void and they win the race. There's almost no chance of catching them, and for some reason, the people drive as if it's a group race when the whole aim of the game is all out carnage. But the game doesn't reward that. It rewards perfect driving and having the faster car, which really sounds counterintuitive to what the game is about. It's like making a game about racing and whoever's the slowest wins. Yeah, that doesn't make sense now, does it? I played the game for about roughly 4 hours, and it took me 4 hours to realize that the game is not for me. Some people will like it and some people won't. If you're looking for a nostalgic game to just mess around in, then this is the perfect game for you. But if you want something more than that, you will be as disappointed as I am that there's not more to this game than just a casual arcade racer. But that's all some people are asking for. The goodness is that the game has been reworked for modern hardware. I didn't really experience any performance issues, bugs or glitches, so I'm very happy with that. Would I recommend it to people? Sure. If you just want something to keep you busy, then it's a good game. It's also not that badly priced. It goes for next to nothing on sale, so that is a plus. I might go back and play it someday, but for now my mind is made up. And with that, this is the Chilly Man signing off. I thank everyone for watching. Peace out.